What's going on, everyone? What's up? Yeah, I'm gonna start making a few things for over at the arcade, and this is one of them. I've been kind of thinking about this and how I wanted to do it, and over the weekend I found these in the trash barrel, which is perfect. Somebody was throwing them out. And they're perfect for what I want to do. What I am going to do is I'm going to cut these down. I'm going to make a frame out of them. And we're going to put our marquee in it with plexi in front of it. Like so. This has a coating on it, you know, plastic coating, so yeah. And then what I am going to do is, these are from a little kid's easel. And they're supposed to sit like this. You know, you have your rounded edge. You know, kind of has a finished edge. But what I want to do is this conglomerate of LEDs is from my studio that I had once before, a long time ago, for my other channel, one of my other channels, and I pulled it all down and stuffed it in a box, and lo and behold, I found it and said, that's perfect. We have the remote with it, power supply, and the little receiver, so we can actually control it and turn it off and on with the remote and make it do, you know, fun things. Now, if I use this as the front edge, I can't line it with LEDs like I kind of really wanted to. Wanted to line the perimeter on the inside with LEDs. And then we will put a back on it, and this gives us the distance from our marquee to our LEDs, where they won't shine up as just little dots, hopefully all over the marquee. And since I have so much of this stuff, I think there's 2 rolls here, you know, and it's been torn apart, you know, which is okay, because we don't need real long strips except for in the perimeter. What I was thinking of doing is on the backing is lining these up, kind of spacing them up through there and using up as much of that as we can, so we have a really bright light on the back side. And like I said, we can make it, I think we can make it chase itself, or, you know, back and forth. I can't remember what all this one does. I know it'll flash, it'll fade in and out, or fade from one color to another. So, you know, there's a lot of different things we can do with lighting up that marquee with those LEDs. And probably I'm going to paint the frame blue, since I have blue. I don't want to go red because the marquee is already red, and the Storm Strata. Copyright 1994, Incredible Technologies, Inc. So I figured if we went with blue for our frame, it kind of will match the Storm and not blend in with the red and just kind of look, I don't know, the red I think would look kind of funky. The back, I'll probably paint it white, because if you go with a light color, the LEDs will show up and brighten up better than it being just, or painting it black. We'll see how I feel when we get to that far. Because then all we have to do is we'll screw it to the back. And that'll give us a space where the LEDs aren't pushed right up against the marquee, and then you just see dots. You got to have a little bit of a distance so the light can disperse and you don't have just a little dot. But the first thing we have to do is we're going to make the frame. Problem is my chop saw, my miter saw, is over at the arcade. So we're going to take a trip over to the arcade and cut our frame over there and get it ready. So I will meet you over at the arcade. Alright, now we're over at the shop. Nice hollow up here. And I'm gonna start with one of the bottoms. Give us a nice 45. And the side, 9.5. Where's that one with the paint? There's one with paint on the end of it. Let's see, how long are these? Are they over 20? Yeah, they're over 20. Good. Alright, so those are 9.5. Oh, a little discombobulated here. Going from one area that you're working into another. Let's cut a little bit of that end off. That one will go over on the other end. Okay, so we need that end. Nine and a half inches is what the marquee is, but we have 1/4 of an inch. That it goes in. So to go down in about 1/4 of an inch, it's 9.5. So if we go with 9, a little over 9. That should give us what we need. Oh, come on, everybody stay together here. So if we go with about 9, let's try 9 1/8. See what that looks like. That's backwards. That's still backwards. We want this angle here. If we flip that around, that'll give us right? No. It gives us the exact same on both ends. Flip it over. Aha. Why can't you do it the other way? Go. And you can't do it that way, and then you have the same on both ends. So you have to go, you have to turn it over. So we want nine and an eighth. We want the inside. Yeah, that's better. When you put it together, it goes on the floor. So if you, when the marquee goes on, you should have it sticking out on either side to go up in. Perfect. So now we have that one, which will work on the same end. Okay, so all we have to do is flip that around. That'll work on one side and we can cut her like that. Cool. All right, so we want 9 and an eighth. Could have went with 9. Gives us both ends. Okay, those were the easy ones. Now we gotta figure out our long ones. Same thing. We take our measurement of our whole marquee, which is 26. So if we go with 25 and a half, so if we go with 25 and a half, that'll give us the 1/4 inch on either end to sit. So we want 25. Get it right up there. 25. Okay, one more like that. Pick the best out of the last two. angle on this end. Which I did back asswards. Then we'll put the angle on the other end. Matched up. That'll be the inside. That's the inside. So we want the angle like so. So if we flip that around, it gives us the same thing. But if we turn it over, now it gives us the angle we want. We did. I know some of this is going to be kind of washed out because of it's awful bright up here. We got sun coming in. See, the round will go down, but for right now, let's see if we can get this. Kind of hard with it, flimsy. Come on. That one will go there. And that one will go there. Well, it goes back asswards. Told you we needed to see how we did. That's why I saved one. Those are right. That's right. That one's wrong. This needs to be reversed. It needs to be like that. Okay, so we need it angled in. Right? Flip it around and then that'll be the other end. Okay. Need it angled in. Like that, because that one is angled. Well, that one, we need it angled out, not in. So we need the opposite of that. Have that. Now, what did we say? 9 1/8. And we want it angled out just like that. Because then, yep. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm talking to myself. That's better. Yeah. See, we did it opposite. Now we got it. Now it should be round. Yep. Like so. Alright, cool. Alright, now. Let me figure out what's next. May end up going back over to the garage. back in the garage. While I was over there, I went ahead and cut the, you seen me cut the back, the inside, and this is the, I didn't have white, so I had kind of a cream, anything light. And this is the length that I want inside. And what I'm doing is taking the pieces that are kind of, you know, I have one full strip, the other one's kind of broke up into pieces. That's the one I'll cut up. The one that's full here is the one we'll put around the perimeter. And as I cut them, I'm testing them. To make sure all the LEDs are working. The frame itself is outside curing in the sun. So I figured in the meantime we would cut and get these ready to go on. And like I said, that's the length I need. And it's very simple. That one's good. Let's see, is that a... these LED strips have a mark right there where to cut them, and then you can solder wires back on them. So we went, oh yeah, of course, right at a junction. There, I don't know how many we're going to be able to fit, but I'm going to use up as much of this as I can. To there. Those can be used elsewhere on another project. I never get rid of any of the LEDs. Because you never know when you can just use 3 or 4 or whatever. On a small project. Or you just want a couple LEDs. These are 12 volts, so pretty common. And we'll test blue, red, green. Blue, red, green. see if we do I have one more strip here that we should use up. I hope I didn't cut that one yet. And give us two, and if need be, there. Nope, not enough. Oh, I could scrounge up enough out of that scrap to get one more. But I don't know if we're going to need it. Yes, it's windy today. Okay, let's kind of map this out. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strips. We can get more if we need them just by cutting up that full one, which I'm not against. Eight. We got 7 now. What do we? There. You know, we can get them spaced out. Ooh, spaced out. All right, let me do a little figure in here and see what is going to work best. Okay, we'll start in an 1.25 inches. That'll give us an 1.25 inches on either end. So we're going to try and center them as close as we can so it looks uniform. So that's where we'll start in. With our strip there, and it gives us about an 1.25 inches right down there too. Perfect. And then I cut another one of these strips, and we're going to go every inch. We start, that'll give us 9, so we'll have 1 inch and 1 inch. So if we go with we'll center the strips on each one of these. 7, 8, 9, 10, start in there. We'll take our strip and we'll start with the end here, and we'll center it right on that 1 inch mark, and we'll have 9 of them right up through there. Oh man, the sticky on the back of these is just about gone. Okay, and then what we need, let's see, I was thinking if we go every 4 inches, we're going to use hot glue to glue them down, and we're just going to use a dot. If we do here on the end, and 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and then 1 out here on the end. So if we start there, and we'll go with 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, we'll come in 1.25 inches, which will be right there, and that'll give us about 3.5 out there on the end. So that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dots of glue on each strip. And same thing down here. Go with 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 1.25 inches. Let's see in which we came off of that side with our inch. So we'll line those up. I'll take Sharpie, since they're going to be buried. Alright. The only bad thing about glue guns is they snot. I have these all lined up where the positive connection is down here on the end. So it makes it easier to solder everything. And I'm going in a little bit with it so I can solder it without melting the glue. Okay, you get the idea. I'll get these get them tacked and we'll get started. I think I may have messed with that second one. them down, glue them all down just yet and get them all started. Just with the hot glue, most of the time you can pull it back up. So most of the time, not always, so most of the time. Now it's winter's coming. No fall's in the air. You hear the chainsaw running. Okay, which one's off? This one. Well, no, that glue's good. So we're gonna have one that's gonna be off. And we'll fudge it a little bit and we'll get it off a little bit here. Cool. Now, let's see. Easiest way to do this will be each one of my Sharpie marks. And we'll put a gob of glue and get it centered in here. Okay, I'll bring it back a little further along. Alright, there she is. It turned out pretty good. I have it on, I think, jump. Yeah, jump right now. I do know there's a few LEDs that are bad, or going bad, or weak, whatever you want to say. And that's the blue. There's green and red. And then we can have it fade, which I'm not a yeah, but I kind of like the jump. That adds the white in it. But every now and then you can see a couple of them, they kind of flicker a little bit. Like right here. And they were fine when I was running straight 12 volt to them. You know, they all light up really well. But as you string more and more of them together, I know the voltage kind of drops a little bit throughout the whole panel. So there's going to be some that are weak that are not going to play nice with the rest of them. But I like it. I think it turned out good. That'll be a nice addition hanging on the wall over at the arcade. I have some other projects like this coming up that I haven't decided when or what I'm going to do with them just yet. I have to think about it a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I'm trying to shorten it up here towards the end because I know this is going to be kind of a long one. I didn't put the LEDs around the inside because I think that would have been just too much. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making this for you. And I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, have a great week. See ya.